Financial education and cost-saving tools for individuals worldwide. For more information, visit QveraGlobal.com. Kuvera, an InvestView company.
Hey, welcome back. It's a Money Monday on Liquid Lunch. I'm John Tobacco, and we are at the Liquid Lunch Studios downtown Manhattan on Broadway. We have all day long, you can see people walking around behind us, tourists and all kinds of people from all walks of life. We have some friends here who just walking by. We invited them to the studio, so we have a live audience even today at the Liquid Lunch Outpost here. The Dow Jones is down 60, just under 28,000. Bitcoin down about 80, just about 60 now at 7,500. You're in good shape there, but way better shape here in studio because Jeffrey Lichtman, famed criminal defense attorney, joins us again in studio. Hey, Jeff, how you doing?
Good, thanks.
So we've heard impeach because of Mueller, then impeach Judge Kavanaugh, now impeach for bribery, impeach for extortion, impeach for obstruction of justice, impeach, right? I want you to look at the newest iteration from Congressman Al Green, a Democrat from Texas. This one I haven't heard yet. But let's take a look. I want to get your thoughts.
I do believe, ma'am, that we have to deal with the original sin. We have to deal with slavery. Slavery was the thing that put all of what President Trump has done lately into motion. It's insidious scion racism. The president has played on racism, and he's used that as a weapon to galvanize a base of support, to mobilize people.
Heard it all now. We have to impeach Trump for slavery.
Andrew Johnson didn't even
slavery. Donald Trump is responsible for slavery.
Well, the first thing I would say is we'd probably be better off if we had Reverend Al Green instead of Representative Al Green in the Congress. We have a better shot. This guy's completely nuts, as you can tell. He's soft in the brain. He's talking about slavery is the cause of Trump. Slavery's been gone for 150 years. At some point, what I would say, look, to the race baiters, at some point what you need to do is get a job. Stop complaining. Nice. Stand up for yourself. There's plenty of people that somehow today, in 2000, nearly 20, have somehow survived the horrors of slavery and have made something of themselves. Enough blaming everything on Trump. There's plenty to blame on him. Don't start fabricating garbage.
Frankie, what show was that on?
It was on MSNBC. I don't know which.
Like an evening show or a morning show? You have an idea? Because I have a sneaking suspicion that down in the bowels of Congress, Al Green and Nancy Pelosi may have maybe been tipping a few back before he went on the show, because I don't know how you can extrapolate it out to Trump's responsible for slavery. Maybe we should cut into his billions and give them reparations on top of
believe me, if Elizabeth Warren gets elected, you know, the 50% taxes that you're paying right now are going to be closer to 80. The fact is these people are completely and utterly insane. But the impeachment stuff is actually helping Trump because it's galvanizing his base. It's making moderates think, how stupid is this? The guy's going to have an election in 11 months, and they're going to waste the next 11 months on a vote that they know they're going to lose. It's a guaranteed loss. So why are they doing it? They're doing it because they can't get the votes, because they're leftist, ridiculous agenda, even though they have gotten huge amounts of immigrants that have turned states like Virginia blue from red. Texas is now a purple state. Florida, which was solidly red, is now becoming blue. They've gotten all these immigrants because of Obama, and yet they still don't think they can win. So what do? They're either going to try this impeachment garbage or they're going to steal the election. Why is it, John, here's a question I ask. When you get stopped by the police for speeding, what's the first thing he says to you?
License and registration.
There you go. Why is it that just to be able to drive a car, you need to have a license with your picture on it? To board a plane, you need a license with your picture on it. All this stuff, you need a license.
You don't need anything.
But to vote,
come on down. The price is right. Nothing. Break in the country, immigrate here. Free college, free food. Free driver's license in New York.
They clearly
food stamps, Section 8 housing. Come on down.
That's exactly right.
Why wouldn't they want to break in?
They know full well that as long as there's no IDs, it gives them a better opportunity to commit voter fraud. And that's how they're going to win the election, the next one. Because look, the average Americans are center-right by average. The lunacy on the left, the utter madness of Tlaib, of Omar, of that ridiculous AOC.
Alexandria
That is the fringe, but that is driving the Democratic Party. And you're going to see a guy like Biden, who's sort of a moderate, is going to have to go very far left in order to get the nomination. They're going to cheat. And I'm telling you, this is the kind of thing, again, Donald Trump, you've had 3 years. I mean, is there any chance he's listening to this?
He doesn't even know where he is, Joe
He's been
Biden.
retweeting
You tell him go
a lot of
left, he
New
probably
York
goes, he
videos.
needs a compass to figure out.
What I would
I'm in Vermont.
say is, President Trump, you've got a year.
You're in New Hampshire.
You have the ability to do something, investigate the voter fraud. You've got a pen. You can sign these executive orders, do something, because if we don't have any of the voter fraud cleaned up, he may lose, and we're toast.
Well, just in the president's defense on that one, he did appoint a commission headed by Chris Kobach, who's pretty serious about voter fraud.
Yep.
And what he found was a lot of the states where the voter fraud takes place, the local secretaries of states and the local boards of elections weren't being at all cooperative with handing over data. But you're right.
You know what? If they're not being cooperative in connection with a lawfully served subpoena, you know what you do? You lock them up. That's what you do. That's what they would do to you or me.
Right, Jerry, jump up.
Real quick. I want to pick your brain on this before John brings up something that's grinding his gears. I want to take advantage of your expertise as a criminal defense attorney. The Inspector General report about the investigation into the Trump campaign is supposed to come out today, and it's supposedly not going to find any overt misconduct. It's going to show sloppiness, particularly on the part of low-level agents. Now, you've done battle with FBI agents and supervisory FBI agents for decades. Do you think that this might wake up America into the conduct that FBI agents are responsible for every day in the course of these criminal prosecutions?
No, I don't think it will, because now the FBI has become a tool to the left. They are now, you've got James Comey, you've got McCabe, you've got that Stroke, you've got his ugly girlfriend. All of these people in the FBI, important positions, are now tools of the left. This report today, when it comes out, you can be damn sure is going to whitewash any of the malfeasance of the liberals, of the Democrats, and they're going to give them all a pass. And you know one of the reasons why, Frank? Because Trump, when he came into office, did the complete opposite of what Obama did. Obama came in, he cleaned house. He got rid of every Republican that was there appointed by Bush. What does Trump do? Nothing. Right. I mean, he's still finding out that people that are working in the White House, holdovers from Obama, hate his guts. And it's madness that he can't figure this out. Would you do that? And you run a business, would you ever have people that work for you that hate your guts?
Even a baseball manager, when they come in, they fire all the old coaches.
I just want to get your take on this before we go. I watch Morning Joe in the morning. I call it Morning Joke, so I can get my juices flowing in the morning. Take a look at one of their contributors, Donnie Deutsch, this morning.
Yes, Mike, for a few days he did do something heroically for the city, yet he traded on it from there on. And anybody that lives in this town knows that he exploited 9/11. You know, I don't even want to give him that, because in the years to come, in the most self-serving way, he exploited the greatest tragedy that.
So, to me, I thought Giuliani did great things, like we talked about on a break from 95 on. Donnie, just, to me, he's non-event. And we're New Yorkers. The guy's non-event.
He's pathetic. He's another liberal tool. And look, with regard to Giuliani, yes, did he exploit 9/11? Of course. He made $50 million by giving speeches and having a security company. And what he did after 9/11 is he projected a strength of New Yorkers to the rest of the world. And that was important. But people forget, and it's sad because of all the idiocy of late in connection with Giuliani, he cleaned up New York. It was a toilet bowl when David Dinkins left office, correct?
Well, this is what I've done. I've done some odd things on the show. When Mayor Bloomberg was missing in action, I put him on a milk container.
That's de Blasio.
De Blasio.
Yes.
We do corrections at the end of the show.
When Mayor Pete was like halfway up the polls, I put him on a container of
he likes polls,
half and half.
Yes.
And in honor of Donnie Deutsch and his very special name, this is what Donnie is going to be represented on our show from now on.
Is that a
because
feminine product?
That is a feminine
It is.
product, and
I think that's good. It's a good choice.
That's just about how I feel about him.
I
What do you
can't
think?
disagree 100%. I mean, he's disgusting. He's everything that we hate about liberalism.
That's
it's a
right.
mental disorder, and there it is.
It sure is. Well, this man's got no mental disorder other than he represents the biggest criminals
let's not
on
get
earth for
carried
some
away.
reason, but he may have
I think
one,
this is
but,
his idea of therapy. It's a
well,
lot cheaper.
I want to thank Jeffrey Lichtman for joining us. I want to thank you for being there, and we'll be back right after this.
Thank you.